Drop out. Big king. Get free or die. Heavy is the head to wear the crown. All right, family, y'all know to subscribe to this channel. Y'all know to like this video. I'm telling you right now, y'all got to go over there to the throne of King Jah Power and subscribe. I'm telling y'all, okay? I'm the only one bringing the raw truth, okay? So what you need to do, you need to go over there to the throne of King Jah Power and subscribe. Subscribe right here to King Jah Power. We gonna keep it popping. We gonna keep it lit. Now, I just done a video about Mike Tyson goes to Africa. You see what I'm saying? And FBA and ADOS always hating on black power. You see what I'm saying? Now, I hope this video was running right. These lives be skipping this, that, and the third. Okay? But I hope y'all hear my voice clearly out there no matter where you tuning in from. Okay? And so, tonight I want to deal with, the Willie Lynch effect, on black America. Okay? And I hope my voice project, very far. Cause this need to hit right here, and a lot of people out there, especially the youth, they don't even know who the hell Willie Lynch is. Okay? They don't even know who the hell Willie Lynch is. But we gonna school them tonight. Those of y'all that don't know, we gonna school you tonight on this information right here, because you need to know this, because we living and we wondering why the circumstances for black people are the way that they are. You see what I'm saying? And I'm going to show you why, okay? And a lot of people out there keep you trapped in this, matrix, called the Willie Lynch syndrome or whatnot. And, we're going to deal with a few different topics, throughout this lecture. This lecture right here, it got 20 slides. It got 2 videos in it, okay? And so I want y'all to thumb up this video right here. I want y'all to subscribe to King Jah Power, okay? And I want you to hit that notification bell, okay? Push this shit out to the people. You see what I'm saying? If you watching from Moby Zen, hit that heart, okay? Show some love, okay? That's what we need to do. When people come out here and give you the right information, that's called showing love. Now, again, I just done the video about, the people going to Africa. That's just it. Not, just the celebrities neither. We did Mike Tyson and Meek Mill and different people that's done went to Africa. Okay? And that's just a reality now. You see what I'm saying? Don't hate on your own Africans. Okay? All you should be saying is congratulations. Now, so we're dealing with the Willie Lynch syndrome, the Willie Lynch matrix or whatnot. And so a lot of our people done been trapped in this for over 400 years. That's just real. Okay? And I got the letter in here and we gonna read it. But first we got some other work to do, so we gonna build up to it. Okay? And so, again, thumb up this video, like the video, put them hearts in there, because we need this information. We must be able to digest truth. Okay? We must be able to digest truth in this day and age without, mainstream media and all of that being involved, because they going to always tell you a lie. Everything is what they going to say is going to benefit them. It's not going to benefit the people. You see what I'm saying? No people. You see what I'm saying? No people. Okay? And so, let me get into this. I'm gonna ease into it, family. So work with me. We got a little bit to read and this, that, and the third. This class. You see what I'm saying? I'm bringing y'all into my classroom real quick. Again, push this shit out there. Okay? They need to hear it. Okay? So this what we gonna do. So we'll deal with that in a minute. Okay. Hold up. We're gonna deal with this right here. Alright. King in the mother. Now, so first thing I want to deal with is slavery. You see what I'm saying? A topic that people, want to sweep up under the rug. Even black people, okay? Even black people is out here trying to sweep this under the rug. You see what I'm saying? Because they ashamed of this history. When this history is forced upon you, okay? You need to learn about this side of your history, especially, I'm talking to the youngest. The grown folks already know what's up, okay? The grown folks already know. But even them, they ain't dove into this history deep enough. And I'm not going to dive into this. I got to touch on it, though, okay? Because we talking about Willie Lynch. Now, so the death toll in the slave trade, the African Holocaust, is estimated to be over 60 million. Okay? Over 60 million. And that's just, the white Christian imperialism or whatnot. Again, black people weren't only, slaves to Europeans, but they were also slaves to every other damn group. Arabs also, okay? And so this estimated toll of 60 million is easily over 100 million. Dr. Clark told us that a long time ago. Now that we dealing with that, let's go, because I'm ready. Now, we got to deal with the slave trade right quick again. So what has happened is, imagine being in your house, okay, and one day somebody kick you in the door, knock you out, all last thing you hearing is your family screaming. The next thing you know, you wake up, you in the bottom of a ship, okay, and the shit gonna be fired too. Y'all got to thumb up the video so the people can see it. But the next thing you know, you on the bottom of a damn ship. You don't know where the hell the shit going. You don't know where the ship gonna land, okay? And you just along for the ride, and you was forced into that position, okay? It's time for black people to wake up and be able to talk about this situation and this tragedy, without getting so emotional. You see what I'm saying? And, not trying to erase the history that is, okay? It just is, all right? And so, they would pack us, brothers and sisters, on these European slave ships and ship us into the New World, okay? So right there, you got a psyop, okay? Your psychology is damaged because you're dealing with terrorism, and you dealing with, a psychological, warfare. That's what you dealing with when you dealing with being taken up out of your home. That's just like right now. When you sleep, that's why you got an alarm system on your house, because you don't want nobody to kick it in, okay? And they got this sex trafficking and shit going on. Sex trafficking come up out the slave trade, okay? What is, what was, what will be, is. Okay? And so this is what we dealing with. We dealing with the people that's done been stolen, terrorized. Okay? Your psychology is already gonna be damaged. And now you on this water sometime for 90 days. Some lucky ships will make it in, 60 days. But you on this ship for an extensive amount of time. And so your psychology is going to be already messed up. Period. Your psychology, just by, taking from your land of your origin, okay, Africa, accept it, love it, learn about it, study it, visit it. You know what I mean? And, you will have a better understanding of what it is. You can't look at the CNN and damn ABC and think you know something about Africa. That just ain't gonna happen. Okay? You gonna always get, fear and, don't go. But then you go over there, all of them is over there. Okay? Got homes and everything. But they make you scared to go. But being taken from your land and your origin already gonna change, because you gonna have to adapt, Dr. Clark. And a lot of other elders already said we became black power once we got on them slave ships, because the tribalism, automatically stopped. We became one tribe, okay? This is where it happened at. Accept it. Accept it. I done heard goofies and shit talk about where the slave ship said or whatnot. Niggas is goofy. So, Willie Lynch delivered a speech on the Jamestown River in 1712, which I'm going to read here in a little bit once we get deeper into the lecture. Okay? He delivered a speech in 1712, which we still living out today. Now, a lot of people would say, well, is Willie Lynch a real person? What difference do it make if we living out what he wrote? It don't matter what European wrote it. We know a European wrote it, and we living it out today. And he wrote that way back in 1712. Come on now. Okay? Thumb up the video, yo. For real. So you dealing with the making of a slave, okay? the Willie Lynch letter, which I'm going to get into in a minute. Okay? Thumb up this video. Subscribe to this channel. Okay? Now, so we know the colonial powers, again, done stole from Africa to enrich their land and shit, and then turn around and say, oh man, y'all need to pull y'allself up by y'all bootstraps. When they the ones stole our boots. Y'all, they say America is the richest country. England is the Commonwealth, the richest Commonwealth, and all of the crown and all of that. Well, look at where all the riches and shit Africa is going. To America and to Europe. You see what I'm saying? But y'all black people out there will let them tell you America is the richest country in the world and all that fake shit. You see what I'm saying? But where is their wealth coming from? If you go on the coffee aisle in any grocery store, look at where they coffee coming from. Kenya, Ethiopia, different parts of South America. It's not coming from, the lands that's benefiting from it. Okay? The lands that it's coming from, are poor. They call it the third world. But in reality, it's the first world. Okay, and they came over there and destroyed the first world and took all the material wealth to Europe and to America. It's simple as that. Ain't no in the middle on that. You see what I'm saying? You can't be like, look at Africa. Damn, they poor. And then turn around and say America is the richest land in the world. Europe and England and France and shit. They the richest in the world, but then, you see where they getting their products from. Now, I just seen a video the other day where, colonializing ass KFC. Y'all be eating that damn KFC. I done ate the shit too before. The shit good, but a black woman made their recipe. But KFC is over there in Africa and shit. Uganda and Kenya and Ethiopia and shit. And they over there selling chicken, but won't buy the chicken from the African. They over there selling French fries and KFC and won't buy from the African. All them markets and shit. See, that's what they try to do. See, they try to come in and just sell you something. Not trying to, buy something, buy some chickens and shit from the native people to produce the chicken for KFC. You see what I'm saying? So they over there right now boycotting the KFC. You see what I'm saying? That's every major Fortune 500 company that go into Africa. They just try to sell them something. Consumer base. You see what I'm saying? Well, they not benefiting from them being over there. Okay? If Michelin or Goodyear is in Africa and in the Congo, and they getting the rubber from the African. Okay? But the African supposed to benefit from that. Okay? They'll go over there and, steal the damn rubber, then bring back the tires and sell it to the African. Now, what type of shit is that? You should teach, but we shouldn't expect our enemy to teach us anything, but we should teach our people how to make their own damn tires. What it is that they don't have the wealth in order, to get the machinery to dig up the gold, to dig up the diamonds, to dig up the platinum and shit, to get the, they have to use primitive ways to get the certain resources, for the European, because that's who they getting it for. The Africans and Africa benefiting from it a little bit, if any. Okay? And so, this the Willie Lynch right here, the Cain and Abel story and shit. Horace and Seth. You see what I'm saying? Well, you put brother against brother. The old against the young. Mama against son. Mama against daughter. And you see and you sit back and let that shit fester for centuries after centuries. These people, you won't even have to conquer these people. Everything you say, they gonna listen to it. Why? For one, they tell you if you educated, you got a PhD. But their education don't got anything involving you. Okay? So that's not real education. How can education be one-sided? How can education be one-sided? You feel me? But see, he teach you against the African, the diaspora wars, where the Africans and African Americans is going head to head and all of that shit. They teach us that type of shit. You see what I'm saying? We live it out. This what I'm saying. We live it out. This what I be griping on us about. Because we live out their realities for them. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we do. And it's not right. You see what I'm saying? For us to, for them to program us, but you got to understand that's how they rock. They gonna always program the Rica racists to be under them. And that's what we are. We in capitalism, somebody got to be on the bottom. And that's just what it is in politics and everything. Education, you got to be on the bottom. And if they educate you, you will go and take their job. They ain't trying to have it. You see, and when you talk about Africa, they want to go enjoy the resources of Africa. That's so they teach you against it. Okay? We just seen where the resources is going. And not only they teach you against the resource, they teach you against the people that really own the resources and tell you you ain't them and they ain't you and y'all should go head to head and shit. That's that Willie Lynch shit. Now I'm going to dig into it in a minute. The secret plan is to keep African and Native African Americans and Native Africans divided. That's the plan. Meanwhile, during the presidency of Jimmy Carter, and whatever that little Poland American diplomat, politician, scientist wrote a paper that was sent to all of the states, department, government agencies, telling them that they had to do everything within their power to ensure that the African Americans and the Native Africans within the African continent from uniting politically and culturally and economically and always keep them fighting. See, that's the Willie Lynch shit. See, these global world powers, European powers and shit, America and Russia and China and all that shit is invested in keeping African Americans from going to Africa. Why? Because they're to form a unifying front for they can't just come in there and rape and rob. That means black people wouldn't be able, they would have to buy the resources from black people straight up, not tricking motherfuckers and shit. The money exchange rate and all of that. You see what I'm saying? This is how they rock. Okay? And so the plan is, in the Willie Lynch thing, which I'm going to read in just a second, thumb up this video. Like this video. Bring some more people in here. See? When it's truth, don't everybody run. You see what I'm saying? But when everybody need to run to it. You see what I'm saying? Your success is on the other side of the things that you fear. Okay? So that's why they have to keep you in fear at all points in time. Now, so we look at the economics in black households throughout America. Okay? We talking about we balling and all of that. You ain't balling too much with that 3,500 in black households. And white households got damn near 300,000. Okay? Latino just came over here, the little Indians or whatnot. They just came over here and they got 13,000 in each Indian household. And the black household is the lowest, but we done been here just as long and even before the whites. Okay? But we lowest economically. See, this is a plan. This is that Willie Lynch matrix. This is the Willie Lynch effect on black America. But yeah, and still they project to the world as if black Americans is doing good. How? Look at the stats, bro. Look at it. How we doing good? You see what I'm saying? You got a few. You know what I'm saying? This one and that one and this one and that one. You see what I'm saying? But in this case, when you look at the whole, ain't nobody got no money. You ain't doing nothing. And I'm going to show y'all, you know, because we talk about black power. Well, power, you know, is going to be, you know, war. Okay? It's going to be war. And I'm going to show y'all how much, in a little bit, I'm going to show y'all how much money they spending on just war. And you see if each household got about 300,000 white or whatnot, you see why they military so strong. All of these people, you know, they even black taxes go to the military and police and all of that. Okay? 50% of your taxes is going to the police. Okay? Period. And look how the police treat black people. Now, that we know you ain't got no money. Okay? So, the majority of black people will be looking like this by 2050. Okay? Which I showed this a while back. But look at it though. So the plan is to white you out. And you gonna be broke. These people right here that they gonna show, they trying to get some people that might can amalgamate a little bit in white culture. Though they still gonna be on the bottom no matter if you mix race or whatever. And you know, they promote the mixed race thing. You see what I'm saying? You know, to lighten up black people or whatever. They think if you light enough skin, you ain't gonna be as mad or whatever. They think black people ain't gonna be as mad if they a little bit light skinned and shit. They gonna breed the goddamn blackness out your ass. You see what I'm saying? They gonna breed it up out of you because if your mama and them and your daddy and them white, then you gonna have them some type of sympathy. They done learned that they the masters and shit, you know, today of psychology and shit, even though black people created that. Okay, but this what you gonna be looking like in 2050 and shit. You ain't gonna have to bleach no more. See, black people out there that don't know that and walking around here lost sheep and shit, they just bleach. See, in 2050, you ain't gonna have to bleach no more because everybody gonna be white. Okay? Everybody gonna be light skinned and shit. Even though these people is gonna still be on the bottom. Okay? So just cause you have a little light skinned baby or something, you know, which I done that video the other day. The mulattoes and shit is the ones help take down Marcus Garvey. You see what I'm saying? Now we see why. Okay? They trying to bring upon this shit right here in 2050. Believe me, they got think tanks to think, you know, 10, 20, 50, 100 years into the future. But 2050 right around the corner. You a quarter through already, so you got a quarter to go. You see, and the people that's listening to this and gonna hear this, it's gonna still be alive. You see what I'm majority. Anyway, if you don't get a million ways to die in America, choose one. Okay? It's gonna choose you. Okay? But if you fortunate enough, you know, to be here at that time, which you should be, you gonna be able to see this. You know, the black peoples in America is gonna be extinct. Okay? Now we dealing with thumb up this video, like the video. You see what I'm saying? Because we need to get some truth on YouTube. Ain't nothing but fantasy world on YouTube. We need some truth on YouTube. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, you make a video dealing with some fantasy and shit. Y'all will run over there and watch that shit. Or some mystery or something like that. But when it come to reality, though, you run. Why? I mean, like, this is what you need to hear to fix what the fuck going on. Period. It don't matter who the messenger is. Did you get the message? Did you get the message? Okay? And so we dealing with black home ownership in America. Okay? In 1968 to 2018. Okay? It's still the same. They still got you under their red line. Okay? Negroes back up. Guess what they doing today? They gentrifying the hood. You see what I'm saying? You might see a $1 million house beside the projects or whatnot. And they about to knock that shit down. It's yellow goddamn paper, a pink notice on everybody doing the projects. You see what I'm saying? In 30 days. Don't think I'm lying. Go to Atlanta, go to any city, small town, and I guarantee you, they gentrifying the hood. And boom, there it is right here. Black incarceration rates. Since 1968, it's the increase. So what is they talk about, prison reform? These people ain't getting reformed in prison now. It's just a revolving door. They going in and out or whatnot. The 13th Amendment, you know what I mean? That's what's going on. You was a citizen, and until you commit a crime, you was a slave. You see what I'm saying? Slavery is abolished unless you commit a crime. That's the 13th Amendment. Okay, so if you in prison, that's slavery. Okay, because you in there, they don't just make license plates. They in there, they mining gold. They damn making furniture, boxer briefs, all kind of shit. You see what I'm saying? Even cheese or whatnot. Which they trying to stop. They shouldn't stop none of that. The prisoners need a trade. This is why most of them end up in the prison system, because they don't have a skill that they could go out here and make some money. See, something I started doing, and I was talking to my brother about this too. Get them brothers and sisters that's out there that's coming out of prison or that's in the streets or whatnot and trying to find a way out, give them a job. And we done it to the point we be having to talk to people, probation officers or whatnot, where they come in on the job or whatnot, and they see them working and staying out of trouble or whatnot. And then that's reform. You see what I'm saying? That's reform. The damn American government, they understand that, but they want to keep that shit going because these private prisons got private prisoners that the government pay $40,000 for. So they trying to keep your ass locked up. Okay? So remember that 13th Amendment. Slavery is abolished unless your ass commit a crime. That's against black people. Okay? So look, black unemployment rates. Okay? You done went up 0.8% since 1968. You see what I'm saying? I showed a stat on one of these other live, where black people is the lowest money economically, which I just showed. And then I showed a stat the other time where black people is the biggest working force in America. Black people is working the most but making the less money. Now what type of shit is that? I'm talking about way less money, but you got way more black people working. Okay? I mean, it's a shame. So I be like I was saying about Dick Gregory now. Now how the hell is we progressing and the shit's still the same? Now, look right here. Now I just showed y'all the economics for 1968 to 2018. Well, this right here is 2020. Black families only got 17,000. That's done came up from 3,500 to 17,000. And the whites got still, got 10 times more than you. You see what I'm saying? It was more 2 years ago, but even now in 2020, which we in 2022 now, but even now they still killing you on, so it ain't gonna be no win on no economics, which I'm gonna show you in a minute. Now, so we out here in the Willie Lynch effect, the Willie Lynch matrix. Thumb up this video, like the video, put some hearts on the video, share the video to whatever platform you tuning in from. Okay? We got to put in this work. See, when reality hit, everybody, that's how you know it's reality. Shit get quiet then. Okay? Shit get quiet then. Okay? Now, since y'all be saying that black peoples is all these different groups and all these different tribes and, we ain't Africans and all of that shit. Can somebody tell me who is African, who is African American, who is Jamaican, who is Haitian, who is Ghanaian, who is Ethiopia, who is Egyptian, who is Nigerian on this picture? Can somebody tell the difference between an African, a Jamaican, an African American, a Nigerian, Ghanaian, Haitian, Bohemian, whatever? Can you tell the difference between? No. Okay, that means we all the same people. Get it together. Okay? Look in the mirror. Okay? We all the same people. Okay? Because till somebody can answer this question, only way you can tell is through colonialism. Why? We start talking. When we start talking, this is when you can see that's the only difference. That's the only damn difference. And then, in America, we've been taught that, like I did the video about mulatto snitched on Marcus Garvey. Well, we got a sense that in Black America, that we don't want no other black people to come over here and lead us to the promised land. See, we was all right with Martin Luther King done it. You know what I'm saying? We was all right a little bit with Malcolm X done it until he started talking about Africa and all of this shit. Then we disbanded him too. But Black Americans don't want no other people to come in and rule over them. You know what I'm saying? As far as like lead them to the promised land. The thing was in the Caribbean and in Africa, they looked at it in a different way. They saw it as, can't no black people lead us. You see what I'm saying? Period. They looked at it, only white people can lead them. Cause why? Cause through religion, through Jesus and all of that. You see what I'm saying? But until y'all can show me the difference between a Haitian, a Jamaican, a Ghanaian, an African American, and all of that, then we is all the same people, period. So get off the goofy, okay? So you need to take off the skins of the European in your mind. You see what I'm saying? The chains in your mind. You see what I'm saying? And become African again. Become black again. You see what I'm saying? Go back to the root. You see what I'm saying? Don't be ashamed of who you are. You see what I'm saying? It's time to take off the mask of, black Romans and black Greeks and black Europeans and black Americans and all that shit. We ain't no black Americans. We Africans in America. Period. Which I'm going to do a video on tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? I was watching the video with the brother Kwame Ture. He was debating somebody, which I'm going to play the audio too tomorrow. But he was debating somebody on, is we Negroes? Is we black? Is we African? You see what I'm saying? All these different names, we've been called throughout the centuries. You see what I'm saying? And which I'm going to deal with tomorrow. But we must take off the shame. You see what I'm saying? Take off the mask and quit masking and shit. And quit hiding under Europeans, trying to be black Europeans and be who we are. Be proud of who we are. Black is beautiful and all of that. We need those type of sentiments today because people can't even, stomach, who they are. So they hopeless and shit. They have no hope for the future and shit. We need to breathe life into our peoples. Okay, we need to breathe energy. You see what I'm saying? The beautiful vibes and shit. We need to breathe that into our peoples and shit. We ain't got time to be always, beating, oh man, he a drug dealer and shit. I can't give him no. I done heard black people say that about other black people and shit just cause, he might be out there on the streets or something. Oh, I can't, he old bum or something. I can't, old drunk or something. I can't give him no. Man, goddamn, man, maybe a job and some responsibility might be the one thing that can turn his ass around. You see what I'm saying? Everybody had to get cleaned up to become conscious and shit. But, be trying to become a European, that ain't it. That ain't it. You got to let that go automatically. You got to be able to look in the mirror and see yourself as the God. Okay? So again, over 600 tribes came to the New World. Okay, so again, we are all out. Congo, the Zulus, they got Nambia and Luba and the homies and all of that. You see what I'm saying? Came Yoruba and all of that. Came to the America. So in Jamaica and Haiti, everything. We all one people. We got to, that's one foundational fact that we got to recognize in order to be able to move. Without being able to recognize that one simple fact that we are all one people, then we're never, even though now the Germans don't like the Americans, the Russians don't like the Americans, but when it come down to the come down, they'll team up to go against you. When they, if they say they're gonna have a ceasefire on all nuclear weapons, they might be sneaking and making some shit in the back, but they'll seize fire, and not shoot a goddamn rocket at America or any other European country, because for one, they know they killing their own. But see, we'll go up in the hood with an AK-47 and shoot every damn body and shit, because we don't even know that them is our peoples and shit. We don't even know that black peoples is black peoples. We don't even know that black peoples is one people and shit. We don't even know brothers and sisters. We don't know kings and queens. So stop saying that shit if you ain't gonna live this shit out. Why all these gunshots and shit going on in the hood? Somebody tell me that. You see what I'm saying? Till you can explain that shit. Until we get this right here right, where we understand that we one people and shit, it's gonna continue on the Willie Lynch effect on Black America, period. Which I'm gonna get to in a minute. So subscribe. Hold on, hold up. The video, hold up. I gotta play this video. But what I want y'all to do right now is like the video. Hit the like button right now. Hit that like button right now. Hit them hearts right now. Okay? I need y'all to hit that, because this is very critical video in our development. Okay? This is and I'm going to read the Willie Lynch letter at the end. Okay? I'm going to read the Willie Lynch letter at the end, and then we'll build on it a little bit. But I got to play this video. Now I'm going to show y'all. See what I'm saying? Niggas be out here living out the Willie Lynch effect. And now I'm going to show y'all how after they ancestors done taught y'all how to kill each other and hate on each other and despise and steal and kill each other and shit. This is what they think about you. Now listen to this now. Make sure I got the volume up. Make sure I got the volume up real fast. Okay. Now, but listen what they think.
Fucking gold chains, nothing. They're worthless.
I'm gonna run it again. Matter of fact, I'm gonna ride for a second.
Fuck ass bitches. Better sleep. Sweet fucking word. Disrespect. Guns and their fucking gold chains, nothing. They're worthless. Fuck ass bitches. Better sleep. Sweet fucking word. Disrespect. Guns and their fucking gold chains, nothing. They're worthless.
So you see, white people will listen to rap, but you see what they think of the rappers. You see what I'm saying? They don't look at them as nothing to be or nothing of self-esteem to look up to. They don't look at them as that. Okay? They look at them, he say, look at them with their gold chains and they damn guns and shit. They nothing. They less than nothing. Okay? So what do? They create the social economic problem and set all the traps and shit. And when you fall into the trap and and they make the trap legal and you fall into the trap, you wonder why You know, they be like, man, y'all, what's wrong with y'all? Why y'all can't get it together? Why y'all's committing crimes or whatnot? Well, you made trap. When we shoot up each other, that
Punk ass bitches. Better sleep. Cause we don't fuck around. Disrespect. Guns and their fucking gold chains. They're nothing. They're worthless.
now.
Whipped his ass.
What I'm saying is, you heard him. He said, man, they nothing. They less than nothing. See, they'll listen to your music. See, they don't have to live their life. See, today it's hard for me to watch Boys in the Hood. You know, all these goddamn B movies and shit. Gangster B movies and shit that they be out here making. Now, I ain't hating on them. But damn, black people should be able to make some movies better than just some little gangster movies or whatever. Be creative. You see what I'm saying? That shit traumatized me, man. You see what I'm saying? Because I done lived that shit. Them guns and them bullets done flew past my motherfucking head for real. You see? And when you live some shit like that, I ain't want to see that shit on TV and bullets out here flying for real. You see what I'm saying? I don't even watch no gangster movies on TV. Damn it. I can't do it because it's traumatizing to me. It's just how y'all, you know, run for my videos. You see what I'm saying? Because it's reality. Putting that shit in your face. You see what I'm saying? Shit, I run from them damn movies and them gangster movies and shit. Now I can watch this shit, killing and shit, and then shooting and all that shit when it's other people doing it. But when it's my people doing that shit gets scary. That shit gets scary, nigga. That shit gets scary because that shit reality and that shit right outside. Okay? It's right outside shit. So, you know, I'ma be real. Sometimes you be scared of the damn your own people more than you be scared of the police because you don't know, you know what our peoples is capable of against their own. But now when they come to fighting the real fight, these niggas gotta go work. They always got something else to do. You see, so they not trying to fight the beast. And I'm gonna show you why. Okay, I'm gonna show you why in just a minute. Okay, now let me play this video right quick and make sure y'all thumb up this video. Okay, make sure you thumb up this video. Show some love.
So bad his stepmom's gonna feel me for the next 3 birthdays out this month.
Look what his homeboy did to the side of your head.
What you talking about, kid? This? He ain't fading nothing over here, though.
One ass whooping, man. They still want. How you figure that, man? They on this couch you sitting on? Them shoes you got on your feet? This building? This school? This country? You? We behind enemy lines, dog. One beat down and never compare to 439 years of captivity. Never. Don't know shit. Freshman.
Whipped his ass so.
Now, let me explain this shit, man. See, we don't, no matter what we do, we in this man's system. When you in this man's system, you gonna play the game the way he wants you to play it, okay? So what am I saying? You gonna either have to get out this man's system or play the shit the way he say. And the way he said he playing it, want you to play it, is sending you to the graveyard, into the prison system, okay? And this is what it is. So you can fight back and march and all of this shit and throw bottles and all of that shit. That shit ain't gonna make a damn. He still owns the system that everybody is living under. And until you can defeat that, then it's a futile purpose. So you can punch somebody or whatever, that ain't gonna get you nowhere. Okay, that ain't gonna get you nowhere. We got to be strategic today. So let me run, after I said what I just said, let me run that again. See, when we sit down and we be talking, this is what we talking about. We thinking we done won because we done went out there and marched and all of that shit. But in reality, they still won. Listen to it. Only one got some sense is Ice Cube.
Baddest stepmom's gonna feel me for the next 3 birthdays out this motherfucker.
Look what his homeboy did to the side of your head.
What you talking about, kid? This? He ain't fading nothing over here, though.
One ass whooping, man. They still won. How you figure that, man? Look around you, man. They own this shit. They own this couch you sitting on, them shoes you got on your feet, this building, this school, this country, you. We're behind enemy lines, dog. One beat down and never compare to 439 years of captivity. Never. Don't know shit. Fresh.
Now, look right here. When he was talking about 439 years of captivity, ain't gonna never, one beat down ain't gonna never compare. Look how much money the United States spend on defense, on warfare, planes and goddamn tanks and RBGs and all of that. Look at all of that. You could put together, what is it? Let's blow it up. You could put together China, Russia, Saudi Arabia, India, France, the United Kingdom. They don't spend half as much on warfare as the United States. Think about that. You got people out here, even veterans, out here walking the streets begging for money, and the United States spending over $600 billion in warfare. More than any other country combined in the world. And niggas is talking about, even some of my brothers, I have to bring them back down to earth because they flying way too high. I have to bring them back down to earth and show them stats like this. Even people in Black Power, I have to show them stats like this. Now look, this don't mean we scared. They're just speaking the facts. You got to be practical. Okay, when you fighting the war, you got to have strategy and money. Over all of the above, you got to have money to fight a war. Okay? So ain't gonna never be no painting the White House black or no none of that shit. Okay? Until you control the resources of the motherland. Especially the Congo. All that bauxite and all of that shit. That's what they making them planes with. Okay? So you talking about, one day the black Americans is gonna rule America. How? When your damn black households is got, less than $20,000, less than $7,000. Okay? How the hell is you gonna fight a war when these people just spending over $6 billion on warfare? More than all of these countries, China, Russia, Saudi Arabia, India, France, the United, all of that shit combined. Can't they spend on they? That's why you only one that could maybe rival the United States is China. But they don't want no smoke with the United States because you see how the United States get down. These motherfuckers is ready for some war. Believe that. So black people, you ain't even up here. Now, pull your little 38 out and they got $6 billion worth of goddamn tanks and armored vehicles and machine guns and shit. And, robots and drones and all kind of other shit. And your little ass got $2,500 and a $357. Nigga, you gonna get slaughtered. You gonna get slaughtered. You ain't gonna bet. That's a war at this point in time. Unfortunately, the state that we in, that we'll never be able to win. At this point in time. But you ain't gonna be able to do that until you see each other as the same. It don't matter if you Haitian or Jamaican or African American or African or any of that shit. You see that $600 billion they spending on warfare, you better get your mind right. Now, it's done even got bigger. The budget now for the United States for their warfare campaign and their New World Order and they goddamn one world government is $1.48 trillion. So they done spent $100 trillion $1.4 trillion on the warfare in Washington, D.C., Pentagon shit, millions of dollars. Okay? This is what they done. And so, what you gonna win? How you gonna win? With your little $2 or whatever. And you discombobulated. See, if we would, the more we unite, the less the war would cost. You understand what I'm saying? See, being discombobulated the way we is, running around in circles, we'll never be able to win no damn war. Come on now. So, trying to rule over the United States and shit, these peoples is the main superpower. You're not going to be able to beat them at this point in time. But if it's anybody that could beat them, it would be us. But unfortunately, we're just not ready at this point in time. Period. Okay? Got to be practical. Now let's get into the Willie Lynch letter. What we've been waiting for. Okay? Now I'm going to read this, but I want y'all to thumb up this video, y'all. Thumb up this video after what I just showed. The Willie Lynch letter, The Making of a Slave. This speech was delivered on the banks of the James River in the colonial Virginia in 1712. Lynch was a British slave owner in the West Indies. He was invited to the colony of Virginia in 1712 to teach the methods of owning their slaves. The term lynching is a derivative of his name. Okay, so when you say, they lynched, my grandmama back in 1700s, you talk about this man, Willie Lynch, or anywhere you live, Lynchburg. It's places in America and in Europe and shit called Lynchburg or Lynch Street, or any of that is named from this man. Okay? And so he said, "Greetings, gentlemen. I greet you here on the banks of the Jamestown River in the year of our Lord, in 17,112. Damn. First I shall thank you, gentlemen, for the colony of Virginia for bringing me here. I am here to help you solve the problem with your slaves. Okay? Your invitation reached me on my modest plantation in the West Indies, which I have experimented with some of my newest and oldest methods of controlling slaves. Ancient wrong with envy. If the program was implemented as our boat sailed on the south of the Jamestown River, named the Illusion King, was a verse from the Bible we caress. I saw enough to know that the problem is not unique. Okay? While in Rome used cords and woods to cross for the standing of human bodies, the crucifix, okay, let me put that in there, the crucifix, where they burning the bodies in Rome or whatnot, okay, along its highways and in its great numbers, you will see using the tree with the rope on these occasions. I caught a whiff that the dead slave hanging in a tree couple miles back. You were not only losing valuable stock by hanging these slaves, you will have an uprising. Slaves are running away from your crops and sometimes left in the field too long for maximum profit. You suffer on occasional fires. Your animals are killed. Gentlemen, you know what your problem are. I need to elaborate. I'm not here to emancipate your problems. I'm here to introduce you to a method of solving them. Okay? In my bag here, I have a foolproof method of controlling your black slaves. I have guaranteed one of you that the installation correctly, it will be, if it's installed correctly, the slave will be controlled for at least 300 years. My method is simple. If any member of your family or overseer can't use it. Okay? I have outlined a number of differences among the slaves, and I have took these differences and made them bigger. I use fear and distrust and envy and control purposes. Don't that sound like some people we know? These methods have worked on my modest plantation in the West Indies. It will work throughout the South of America, okay? And it take this simple little list of differences and think about them, okay? On the top of the age list, but it's not only because it started with an A. The second is color or shade, okay? There is intelligence in sizes of plantations, okay? Statutes of plantations, the attitudes of owners, whether the slaves lived in the valley or on the hills of the east, west, north, or south, have fine hair or coarse hair, or tall or short. Now that you have these lists of differences, I shall give you the outline of actions, but therefore I assure you to use them, okay? So what Willie Lynch done was put the young against the old, men against women. Your hair too nappy, you too dark skinned, you light skinned, you know. They put colorism. All of that was put in by Willie Lynch. I'm talking about that was put in to the mentality of black people. Okay? And so by him giving that information to the slave master, they was able to implement to where we wouldn't even think about revolting anymore. Our enemy was each other. Okay? This is what happened. Our enemies became us. Okay? And this is how it happened. This is why you see Jonathan, whoever, the boy that killed young Dolph, okay? This is how it happened. We jealous and envy each other. They made us hate on each other. Okay? This is what happened. And so when we ask the question why black people act the way they act today, this was a program that they formulated in 1712 to control slaves. And this plan, once implemented in the right way, will work for over 300 years. And anybody that was an overseer can use this practice. Okay? So that's the Willie Lynch right there. So we got to wake up, family. We got to learn, that a lot of our people out here being programmed into this position from a long time ago. Trauma, lives in the DNA of the people. So what happened to your grandmama now is still in the DNA to your people. And I'm going to give you an experiment. If you black out there, right, and in America, you still have to catch yourself from not looking down when you talk to white people. What do they say? Don't look me in my eye, boy. Don't look me in my eye, boy. And you still have to catch yourself from looking down when you talk to them. So, all right, family. That was the Willie Lynch effect on Black America. I want y'all to rewind this back. I want y'all to thumb up this video. I want y'all to share this to y'all family. This was a very educational live stream. Okay, I hope everything came through. I will be back tomorrow. Okay, let me know that I need to come. I need y'all to thumb up these videos that I just done. I done the Mike Tyson Goes to Africa. Now we just done the Willie Lynch effect on Black America. I see y'all tomorrow. Jump out. Be king. Get free or die. Heavy is